when someone wants to finally finish him off. So if someone finishes him off while we're doing that, I've pretty much wasted my time. Okay, our gold's going pretty well. Not as good as it could be. Hey, Suleiman. Oh, he doesn't have a shit ton of money like he usually does. That's kind of nice. He doesn't have enough money for a research agreement. I can get 50 gold out of him, though. Okay, I can't tell who went to war with who. I'm guessing someone grabbed a bunch of city-states and went to war? Because, like, he's at war with the Incans, right? And Songhai. I don't know. Maybe Songhai joined the war, or the Incans just... I think the Incans just grabbed a bunch of city-states right there. That's a lot of money. Let's see. Incans, 66 gold. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Oh, well. Okay. Unit needs orders. Build some cows! Yay! Sejong entered the Renaissance era. Our acoustics are about to finish off, which will be nice. I'd love to pick up the Sistine Chapel or Kremlin. Pretty much anything here, but I think probably a lot of them have already been built. So we'll see how that works out. I do want to go for scientific theory, so I'm queuing up all of this. What do I want to build? Oh, library's fine, I guess, to start. I'm going to need this place to grow is what's going to be a big indicator. So, we will do just that. Okay, we don't have these yet. Okay, so this is actually a lot better than what I thought. It's actually 10% unhappiness less from citizens in non-occupied cities, and for some stupid reason I assumed that that was like occupied cities. And I know the difference between occupied and non-occupied, occupied being ones that you've taken over, and non-occupied being just all the ones that you build. But for some reason I'm dumb. This is what it comes down to. Culture would be awesome. Forbidden Palace. How much unhappiness are we generating? So roughly 22 from that. So let's try and pick that up. The Kremlin would be really nice. No, he's not doing very well. But to the same extent, maybe working with Korea and the Incans, I could gang up on our boy Arabia, which I don't think would work very well just because they're not very good. Whoa. Okay, so Arabia went to peace with somebody. Machu Picchu was built, no surprise. And Korea and the Incans are fighting over city-states. Okay, continue to build our science as much as possible. Wow. Okay, so, oh man, people are just snagging up stuff. Yeah, Arabia just picked somebody up and then went, and so they immediately went to war. Yeah, that's fine for now, actually. Okay. Hey, Suleiman. Kathmandu seeks a great artist. I don't know if I have any coming along, but maybe eventually. This is going to be really close. I doubt I'll be able to grab this, but we'll see. So we were able to pick up Sifan grew, and then we were also able to pick up machinery. Just in case they need a tile, I'll build that. Yep, there it is. 168 gold for that? That's not bad. I mean, it's terrible, but I mean, I'll take 168 gold. I doubt this is gonna happen, but I'm gonna actually get the Kremlin just because I'm gonna play passively again. Sejong.
안녕하시오. 들어보겠소.
Horses first.
동지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게 얻을 수 있는 것이 많소.
You get 250 for that?
동지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게
290.
얻을 수 있는 것이
Instead of
많소.
200 plus a 50 for open border, sure. Yeah, I'll take 300 gold for that. Thanks, buddy. What else ended? First is Sejong. So we lost our wine, but we actually finally got my happiness settled. Took forever because I was being dumb. The gold should have been hooked up earlier. The well should have been hooked up earlier. Different social policies, different buildings. Oh well. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go with. Let's start building into rationalism. Actually, I was thinking about picking up Liberty, then great scientist, Russia tech, or build a land improvement. But now that I have this, I'm gonna queue up some. Brass my cabinet do. I definitely want him to stay with us. Suleiman, wow, has no money. He's just hemorrhaging money. This is a really interesting start. I guess, let's see, it's 173 turns, so maybe it's closer to, I don't know, like 100 turns if I was playing quick, give or take. I mean, that's just an arbitrary number I just pulled out of my butt, but, Sejong, can you even afford a research agreement?
계속해 보시오.
I'll hope I can get through that with him. He's far enough away that I hope he'll be okay, but we'll see. I'd like to get a research agreement going with Arabia just because he's the only one that can. Look at all these luxury resources because of his passive. It doubles his luxury resources he gets from him, if I'm correct. Whereas Catherine of Russia gets strategic resources, which I personally don't care for as much. Depends on the type of game you're playing. Nonetheless, yeah, of course no one has that. Whoa, glitched that out. Unknown has 2 of 5 social policy branches. I'm gonna have to be careful with that. Someone's pushing for a cultural win, possibly. I actually want to get a workshop going to get even more production, because this is going to be a big production capital. But I do want to get some growth going. That'll probably be my last farm until it expands a little more. Definitely want that. Come on, Kremlin. Come on, baby. Just flipping through turns here. Let's check our tiles. Yeah, I'm gonna let him grow for a little while longer still. This will be a good tile. Looks good. Okay, good enough. Alright everyone, printing press coming up pretty soon. Ottomans and the Incans are now friends. They're pretty funny. Whoever this one unmet that has the social policies and Arabia, unless this isn't the social policy guy right here at 614. Everybody else seems to be just kind of floundering, like not impressive at all. Don't know if I really want more growth going on here, especially considering I have so many farms. Great engineer. That'll be useful eventually. I do need to build a lighthouse here actually to Yeah, it'll help a little bit because depending on how big the city gets, if it starts using the tiles on the river, I mean, I need to build a lighthouse, but for now, I should be okay, I think.
It is a news.
Okay, printing press. We're now going to start building economics, and this is all trying to get us to scientific theory to get another large boost to our science. As we get more culture too, we'll be able to pick up more rationalism, which will make a big difference too. Okay. Get some more production going actually. I like what they're saying because I am kind of holding off on growth here. Does anybody have money for another research agreement? See, once again, you can just look down here and see it says research agreement, whereas this one doesn't because he doesn't have the money for it. So we could ask him for a defensive pact. We could ask him for these luxury resources. So this is actually a really easy, instead of going in through trade, I recommend doing this, even though I always forget about it. Just look here. It's easier. It's a little truncated. It's a little shrunk down, but it's pretty nice.
السلام عليكم.
Just
ماذا كنت تقول؟
I'm actually going to go and do this just because, one, it'll help out our relationship, and two, I don't think he has the rationalism. I'm hoping he doesn't. I mean, I have no way of really knowing. But by doing that, I'll get a little bit of extra tech out of it than he would. Get a little more culture going.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım.
Yeah, we can work with Solomon, sure. His infrastructure's terrible, but he's nowhere near me. Which would actually make a good idea not to ally with him. Oh, well. Okay, well, the Incans are happy. Oh, you son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? No! Yeah, we are sorry that that's caused a divide, but really? Hey, now that we're friends, can you give me 240 gold? No! Jeez Louise. It's not a bad tile to pick up, but I really don't want to deal with the growth right now. Yep, Sistine Chapel. I had a feeling Sistine Chapel would go first, so that's why I went with the Kremlin. And I got lucky, but we'll see if my luck holds out. We're still a few turns away. Actually gonna go with market first. The happiness turnaround in this this set has been very useful. Should have been a focus off the very beginning, though. Should have never been in that such a dire strait.
السلام عليكم.
Yes, give us money.
ما هذا؟
Man, he is. I gotta start bleeding his bank dry a little bit because he can just pick up all the civs if he wants. Okay, so everybody in the Ottomans are kind of rallying together against Arabia. It looks like. Nice. I'll take it. I don't have a whole lot of defensive buildings besides the Kremlin, which gives you a base defense of 12, I think. But it's definitely going to be useful. Eventually, if I need to start building. Okay, let's get out a settler. Okay, so their little side quests were completed by someone else. Big whoop. I'd love to help him out, but right now I'm kind of focusing on other things. Okay, so it'd be kind of nice to go and look around a little more. Get another city up here. It'd be nice to go like here-ish, but that's just really far away. One, two, three. I could put it here for strategic aspects, but it's gonna get pretty shrunk down. I really don't. It's not the best terrain here. All right. No. Normally it'd be nice to help bring up kind of a smaller production town with the ironworks, but I think I'm going to build it in my main one. With standard turns, it does... it's harder to get stuff going. It would be a bad idea to work this, but the growth here is already really large. So instead, this building great engineer, right? Which is barely building. You know what? Let's build. We'll build a theater. This will help buffer us some happiness. Probably build a temple or an opera house next to for him. They're not incredibly awesome right now. They're just kind of there. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so we're gonna move him up. We'll settle him up here. Taj Mahal would be nice, especially for Darius with the Golden Age. But I'm going to... I don't think I'm going to get that, to be honest. And I think I'll just go through and build this instead. Not even try it. So we'll see. In like a dozen turns, if no one grabs the Taj Mahal, then I was an idiot. Okay. Okay, I guess that's not a bad spot. It doesn't really take its advantage of these hilly, or the mountains, strategically. Arabia and... Cool. Arabia and... Wait, didn't Sydney... has declared war on Sydney. But it's not allied with anybody. Okay. So Arabia and someone went to war. Incans, I'm guessing. That's probably why it didn't show up. Maybe he just allied with them, so it doesn't show up yet. Hasn't showed up yet. Okay, so Incans and Arabia. Not looking good. His city's right there, his main capital. We were able to grab an engineer out of this, which is always nice. You know what? Gold, huh? No. So what I did here is a great engineer just popped. Yeah, sure, why not? Please don't die in the next so many turns. And I switched over to this. It's going to take about 17, 18 turns, and then I used a great engineer to rush it. And so it went to 1 turn. So now that was a big big grab right there. Happy I got that. Okay, let's finish this off real quick, and then I'm actually going to build my national treasury. Nah, I don't really feel the need to be right here. This is pushing kind of my distance a little bit, not too bad. The one thing, if anything, I'm a little sad about is I'm pushing up against Kathmandu. So there's, unless I take out Kathmandu, which I won't do, or I'm not going to do that. I'm reducing the amount of area I'm going to be able to really use. Okay. How many specialists am I running? So 1 there. Yeah, because I don't have a huge population right now. I'm getting happiness because I'm not getting unhappiness, I guess is the way of putting it. But I don't have so much growth that I'm getting a lot of that. Yeah, I'm going to go for that anyway. So this is really only give us an about like 3, give or take, which doesn't make sense.